Well, good afternoon everybody. Obviously it's Drew from Wylies Outdoor World. If you're unfamiliar with Wylies Outdoor World, I run a small bushcraft camping and outdoors retail site based in Fife up in Scotland, but we do serve most of the UK. The reason that I'm coming on today is I've been doing a series of short videos just showing off some of the things that are essentially their surplus. Because I run the website and I built the website, I do a lot of that work, as you can see in this space behind me here. And if you can see the rack over here. Now this little extension is supposed to be my studio for where I do work on the website. And if you notice the walls in the back, they're an awful shade of pink. I moved into this property about 2 years ago. And this was obviously, whether it was a nursery or a den or whatever for, the previous occupants. And I've always said to myself, you know what, I'll get the rest of the place sorted how I like it first. And my working space, as long as it works, I don't really care about what colour the walls are. But it's getting to that stage where I've been working for 2 years with pink walls and it's time for that to change. So I thought I'll update some other things in the office as well. But one thing that I have been doing is, because I work on the website here and I've got my unit elsewhere, I've been bringing little bits of stock back here, knowing that, tomorrow, the next day, the following day, I'm going to sell this and this. So I'll take them with me now and save myself a trip. And what's happened over the last couple of years is it's just turned into another storeroom. So rather than taking it all back to storage and updating all my stock levels and doing all the work, I thought it's going to be easier just to sell what I've got off here that's surplus anyway, sell it off cheap just to clear it out. So these videos is just me showing off what I've got here, letting you know what kind of deals I can do on them. The deals that you see in these videos won't be reflected in the website, so if you want to pick one of them up, it's first come, first served until the stock runs out. So yeah, right, what have we got? Just before I start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through things. I think for most of this I'm happy to do, say, 40% off the RRP price. I don't want to sell it and lose money, but I'm not really fussy about making money off it either, okay? So in this particular box that I'm going to be showing off in this video, I've got some Kombat UK clothing in various sizes and stuff. So I'm just going to go through it. Okay, the first thing that I've got is Highlander M65 ripstop trousers. Obviously everything brand new, as you can see in the bag, still with the tags and the labels. I'll move this box just so you can see. So this is how I store all this stuff. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. So these are what size are these? These are 32 regular leg. Now the Kombat UK M65 trousers, they're actually not bad. I went through a phase of testing pretty much all of this clothing myself when we first opened, and you know what, it's cheap, reasonably cheap at least. It used to be a lot cheaper than it is these days. But I've got no problem wearing it myself, so I've got no problem recommending it. So another pair of size 32 trousers, again I'll do 40% off them. What we got in this, what's next? I've got a Patriot jacket in XXL black. Now the Kombat UK Kombat UK Patriot jackets, I've actually got two of these myself, very decent jackets for the money. Generation 1 didn't have a fleece liner on the inside. This is Generation 2. So I don't know if you can see, hang on, bring this right up to the camera. You see it's got a really thin, yeah. But really good, waterproof outer shells. I use them as a layering system. Which brings me very neatly on to the next thing. Another thing that I use in my layering systems this is the Alpha mid-layer fleece. This is a size large. I normally wear this underneath the jacket, and it's cheap, very reasonably cheap, or very reasonably priced rather. What else have I got? I've got another, oh beg your pardon, this is an ODIN tactical jacket, this one. These have been discontinued, but again they're still very good jackets. This is a double XL black. Again, I'll do 40% off the RRP price on that. What we got next? We've got some t-shirts. Tactical t-shirts. I've tested these as well. They're actually not bad at all. They're actually quite, you know, they're quite heavy. So especially autumn onwards, that's the kind of thing that I would wear underneath, obviously, a fleece when I'm out in the woods. So this one is a double XL large in olive green. I've got another tactical one. This is a double XL in black. This time an operator's mesh t-shirt in size double XL. Now I've tested these as well. The t-shirt I'm wearing just now is the operator's t-shirt, and I've got, I think, 10, 12, 15 of the same one, because these are just what I wear when I'm, you know, I'm working or walking the dog during the day. So really good t-shirts. Double XL, this is the BTP one. Next I've got some trousers. Some shark skin waterproof trousers with insulation on the inside. See that? Really good trousers. Lots of pockets. Now, several years ago, when I was first testing stuff, Kombat UK came out with an earlier version of these trousers, and they only did them in BTP, but they were really cheap. Really good quality trousers. The only downside was that they were only available in BTP, and then they disappeared, which I was a bit disappointed with at the time. But they've brought out these new ones, but the only issue that I find with them is they come up small in size. So these ones are a large, but they're actually what I would consider a small. I mean, that looks like a 32 waist, you know. So I've got a couple of pairs of them. I think I've got a medium and I've got a large here. So if you fancy these, I can say they're really good trousers, but just give me a shout beforehand and we'll make sure that we get your sizing right, okay? Just to see you haven't to send them back to me. There's another pair there in the bag with the tag. Yeah, that's medium right enough. Oh, I've got another triple XL black Patriot jacket. Again, I'll do 40% off that. And I think I've probably got a third. No, this is another ODIN tactical smock. Double XL, bigger pardon, triple XL. So that's all of this box, guys. As I said, if there's anything that I've just shown off here that, you know, takes your fancy, I can vouch for, I think, literally all of this. Over the last several years, when I've been testing things from the shelves, I've been using this stuff myself. I don't know if you've been following me. If you've been following me as long as a longbow, when the Beast from the East storm came, I was out testing all this kind of gear without a fire and without a shelter for 2 days, which was a lot of fun. So there you go. As I said, if there's anything there that you fancy, my contact details are below. Just give me a shout and I'll get an order placed or made up for you, and I'll knock 40% off. The website won't reflect these prices because we've still got plenty of stock, okay? But thanks for watching, and if you're interested in some of the other stuff I've got boxes and boxes to go through, as you can see there. So every week or every time I just get a spare minute, I'll just come on to a very quick live video, show off what I've got. Okay, thanks for watching.